And this has to do with education, so I'm going to ask Everett Roy to come down. We're going to make him our education czar. Well, thank you for coming. Everett's going to read the proclamation, then we'll finish it up. So thank you.
Ready for 4K Day. The Mayor's Early Learning Leadership Team, in conjunction with the Success by 6 Early Childhood Coalition and the United Way of Coastal Bend, is inspiring and empowering parents and caregivers to help babies and young children develop strong brain connections that determine how they will think, learn, and grow. Trusted data shows that students who start school behind their peers stay behind, and that by age 2, disadvantaged children are already behind their peers in listening, counting, and other skills essential to literacy. Research shows that the greater parent involvement is a critical link in the child's development of learning skills. Ready 4K, a Stanford University initiative, has found success in boosting preschoolers' test scores by sending basic text messages to their parents 3 times a week during the school year, suggesting simple literacy-boosting activities for parents to do with their kids at home. Targeting early literacy is an urgent priority. Employing strategies to put our youngest citizens on the path to early school success ensures that many more children succeed in school and graduate prepared for college, a career, and active citizenship.
So now, therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim October the 16th as Ready for K Day in Corpus Christi and urge all families with children birth to 5 years old are encouraged to enroll in texting SB6 Kids to 70138. All parents want their children to succeed. Ready for K can help. So we want to commend you for that, and who's going to explain a little bit and tell us a little bit? You the spokesperson for this?
Yes.
All right. Let me give you that proclamation.
Okay. So first of all, I want to say thank you, Mayor McComb, for sending a team to Dallas, Fort Worth, on your behalf and on behalf of the city to figure out some initiatives that we could put in place in our community to help families and children prepare their children for school. And so Success by 6 came about because United Way of the Coastal Bend did a study back and completed it in 2014. And we found that a lot of our children were not ready for school, some to the tune of 45%. And so the Success by 6 Coalition was born, and we put together strategies to help with that initiative. Ready for K is just one of the programs that we're initiating community-wide to address this issue. And as the proclamation already read, we already know that when children start behind, oftentimes they stay behind. And we want to make sure that families have the tools and resources they need to help with their children's development and education. To employ the tag logo of United Way, when we live united, everybody wins, including our children. And so thank you so much for launching Ready for K today. Again, you can text SB Kids, SB6 Kids, to this number, which is 70138. SB6 Kids to 70138. And the parents will get 3 text messages a week that will help them with activities that they can do with their children at home. So thank you again so much. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's give them a hand for their work, and then we'll get a picture. Yes, ma'am. Kind of squinch in here and get a. Thank you.
Michael's coming down for this one.
All right, on this next one, Councilman Hunter's going to help me with this. And this is Help Hits the High Note Days. Where's the green shirted helpers? Where's your green shirt, David? I shrunk my green shirt. Oh.
Good morning, everybody. This is Help Hits the High Notes Day. Hammond's Educational Leadership Programs, HELP, is a local nonprofit that has, over the last 10 years, taken more than 4,000 clients on over 250 personalized visits to at least 120 unique job sites in the Coastal Bend area to help them find the job of their dreams. Over 94% of the first cadre, got you, sorry. No, that's have either returned to school, are still in school, are in advanced training, or they have acquired meaningful employment. HELP has, through its various career clubs and schools, now totaling 15 separate schools in 5 districts and 2 counties, provided exciting speakers, demonstrations, and virtual tours from a wide variety of in-demand and well-paying local careers. Throughout the years, and with assistance of Best Buy, Grande Communications, Kiwanis, Clayburgh Bank, Landlord Resources, Miller Alumni Club, Brazelton Homes, and others, HELP has installed over $100,000 worth of state-of-the-art touchscreen windows of the world in Taft, Ingleside ISDs, along with 19 other Coastal Bend schools. HELP has most recently installed Windows of the World at the Cal Allen Independent Schools, adding to a network that includes all 7 Corpus Christi Independent School District high schools. And you're up, Mayor.
Now therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim October the 24th as Help Hits the High Notes Day in Corpus Christi, and urge all the Corpus Christi and the Coastal Bend citizens to join local notables. That's cute. That's cute. Yeah, that's cute. Yeah. Yeah. All right. As we continue working toward the principles HELP was founded upon, that there are great jobs for everyone if we will only help people find them, and that all people learn best by doing things themselves rather than hearing about it secondhand. So we commend you for this, and here's your proclamation. And who's going to speak? David?
Thank you, Mayor. I'm David Loeb. I'm a recovering city councilman and
Hi, David.
Incoming co-chair of HELP. Just to summarize what we do, we take kids who might not otherwise know that there are opportunities in Corpus Christi, and we take them to real job sites with real good-paying jobs here. And there are businesses here that really want kids from Corpus Christi to come and work for them. And so we try to connect kids that don't know what they want to do with businesses that want those kids to come and work for them. And we've been really successful at that. Ridge and his team have worked very hard over the last 10 years to do that. I want to thank the mayor and the council for doing this, and I'll let Ridge talk to you about our event next week.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Mr. Councilman. We thank you very much, Rudy, et cetera, for being on our board. What David says is true. We take kids out and show them the jobs. Well, our motto is, how can you find the job of your dreams if you don't even know it exists? A lot of kids don't know about the great jobs. You don't know about all the great jobs that are out there unless you go and look. I guarantee it, it's fabulous. This coming Wednesday, not tomorrow, but a week from then, we're going to have a fundraiser called Help Hits the High Notes and Lets the Sunshine In. Again, we're going to model ourselves after the beauty of the 60s, using Hair the musical as a thematic approach. hair was all about love and tolerance and all men are brothers, all women are sisters. I mean, it was way before its time, and it speaks a message that we need desperately today. So if you want to come and pick up on some great, really groovy things from the 60s, I urge you to come and visit with us. Here's just two. This is from 1965, a signed copy of the Beatles, in person no less, at Shea Stadium. The same year, the initial cruise of the the Federal Starship Enterprise. They took off on their first 5-year mission. And we have that signed copy by people who are no longer a member of the crew. We have a lot of other stuff from there. I wanted to bring down Paul McCartney's bass guitar, but they told me it would take too long to play it. So y'all come visit with us. We have a good time. It's a very unusual fundraiser. It's nothing like you expect. Please help us help the kids. Thank you.
Just to add, Councilman Ben Molina will, I think, once again be embarrassing himself for charity. So please join us so you can watch that. It's always a great experience.
Once more will not be playing or singing.
Yes. Thank you, Mayor.
His granddaughter will, though.
All right. Well, let's get a picture with all the council here standing behind you. Where'd we lose Lucy? Oh, there she is down there. Oh, good. All right. Elvis Molina. That sounds pretty good. All right, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We'll see you there, right?
Well, yes, I think, when is the 24th?
A week from now, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm
You're
supposed to be there.
scheduled, right?
I've got it down, but I think I've got 2 or 3 things, but I may get there and have to leave or something, but yes.
Jailhouse right there, right. Ben's a good singer.
Okay.
Do you want one of these? I'm a sponsor.
Sure, I would love it.
Okay. Council Lady Paulette Harlow's going to help me on this one. We're going to jazz things up a little bit. The 58th Annual Texas Jazz Festival Days. And we're glad you're going to be down where you've been all these years. So we'll give you a chance to toot your horn down here. Got what you need. How you say it.
Okay. Well, it is with great honor that I stand here before you, because I can't tell you how proud I think all of us are of what you do every year. You bring some really, really happy, well, a really, really long, good, happy weekend to many people here. So we are so grateful to have you all here and donate your time, because I know it's a lot of work that you guys do. So inaugurated in 1960, the Texas Jazz Festival is one of the longest established and continuously operated free music festivals in the nation. That concert was the beginning of the annual Texas State Jazz Festival in Corpus Christi, Texas. Its founding members, who became the nucleus of the Texas State Jazz Society, were Al Beto Garcia, Eddie Olivares, Sal Pedraza, Joe Gallardo, Raul Cuesta, Julie Garcia, and Wanda Gregory. In 1989, the festival became the official Texas Jazz Festival, and this year's festival will be the 58th annual Texas Jazz Festival. Jazz is an original American art form that has been an important part of the rich musical heritage of the Lone Star State. This highly anticipated event is made possible through the efforts of the Texas Jazz Festival Society, an all-volunteer organization. In presenting this Corpus Christi Festival free of charge to the public, the Society is carrying forth its goal of perpetuating the live performance of jazz music. The Society also encourages and assists in the education of young jazz artists and works to highlight musicians of all ages in the Corpus Christi area.
Now therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim October 19 through 21 the 58th annual Texas Jazz Festival Days in Corpus Christi, and ask all citizens to recognize the Texas Jazz Society, a nonprofit organization dedicated to the preservation and the presentation of live jazz. And we do commend you, and we encourage you to go down to the Jazz Festival. It may be a little cool, but the music will warm you up. So thank you for what you're doing, and who you're going to make a comment or two here.
First of all, Mayor, thank you very much. Councilman, Councilwoman, Ms. Paulette Guajardo, the whole council. We appreciate your support. Chief Markle, we'd like to acknowledge you as well for the meeting that we got together and was able to bring the festival back to Heritage Park. Unfortunately, we've gone through some obstacles this year, but all that aside, let's talk about the positive. It's going to be at Heritage Park, rain or shine. We'd like to invite everybody, bring you, your family, your friends. It's a family atmosphere type of environment. We're bringing in straight from the Bourbon Street in New Orleans. We're bringing in three bands. There's going to be tributes to the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. There's going to be a harmonica player from Nashville, Tennessee, Tim Gonzalez. And he's also going to do a presentation, a clinic. He's going to do a clinic at Yeager Elementary for 181 kids, and each one of them is going to get a harmonica when he leaves that clinic. So he'll also be giving away a few harmonicas that are going to be left over at his presentation at the festival. Like Mayor McComb says, and Ms. Paulette, we do strive to continue the education of many kids, or as many as we can. We have endowment funds to Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, Texas A&M Kingsville, as well as Del Mar College, and we hope to continue that tradition as well by increasing our donations and creating more scholarships for the up-and-coming musicians. This is going to be our second annual Texas Jazz Ensemble that's going to be comprised of high school musicians that play at the festival this year. We've got 5 or 6 high school bands that are going to be playing, and we're going to showcase this band 4 times throughout the year with the help of Citgo, one of our big sponsors, who's going to help us showcase the band as well at one-day events during the quarter. So keep your ears and eyes open. It's going to be a great festival. It's going to be a great year for the rest of us Jazz family as well.
Great, thank you.
Let's give them a hand for what they're doing. I think this is yours. And I think all the high schools have a jazz band in addition to the regular band. I know at Carroll they had the Blue Cat Jazz Band. My son was in that one, and they all do a real good job.
Thank you very much. One more time.
Is helping on this one.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bring a jacket when you come out there.
Yeah. All right, now we have those here for the Red Ribbon Week. If you're, come on down. Councilman Garza is going to help me with this one. Oh, this is going to be a wonderful photo op. I want to get right in the middle so I can get it. I'm going to autograph it and send it to Scott Leeton when I get through. I'm going to autograph a picture for Scott. Yeah, surrounded by my friends. Yeah. Y'all come on in here. Yeah. All right, here we go. You got your. All right, Councilman, you're on.
Good morning. Red Ribbon Week. Substance abuse is particularly damaging to one of our most valuable resources, our children. And it is a contributing factor in the 3 leading causes of death for teenagers: accidents, homicides, and suicides. It is the goal of the Texas Red Ribbon Campaign and the City of Corpus Christi to involve families, schools, businesses, churches, law enforcement agencies, and service organizations in all aspects of this campaign. Another goal is to establish an atmosphere that supports awareness, education, and ongoing initiatives to prevent illegal drug use. The Texas Red Ribbon Campaign promotes family and individual responsibility for living healthy, drug-free lifestyles without illegal drugs or the illegal use of legal drugs. There are many activities planned during the Red Ribbon Campaign in the City of Corpus Christi to celebrate the 2018 Red Ribbon theme. Life is your journey. Travel it drug-free.
Now therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim October 23 through 31, Red Ribbon Week, in Corpus Christi, encourage all citizens to work toward eliminating the illegal use of drugs in our communities by sponsoring a Red Ribbon campaign to help foster a high quality of life for the youth and adults in Texas and throughout the United States. And Chief, I give this to you, or who's in charge of the Red Ribbon? All right.
First of all, I want to thank everybody. So this year's Red Ribbon Campaign, we will be starting Thursday at Tolosa Midway Intermediate with our kickoff, and then hitting 2 schools a day the following week. We've teamed up with not just Corpus Christi ISD, but Border Patrol, U.S. Customs, and any other local agency that we can get at any of these events. The campaign started in 1985 with the kidnapping, murder, and torture of DEA agent Enrique Kiki Camarena. In his honor, his wife has started this Red Ribbon campaign in '85, and we continue to hopefully pursue his legacy in stopping the war against drugs and protecting our youth. So our campaign is successful if we can prevent one child from starting drugs, and hopefully that child will then prevent another child and continue on until we have a drug-free, not just Corpus Christi, but a drug-free United States.
Well, thank you. We'll get a picture here, and then we'll.
I can't see. And you can stand up. There you go. Just move over a little bit. There you go. Perfect, perfect. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Thanks.
All right, and our last proclamation this morning, and a rather important one, is for the National Disability Employment Awareness Month. Is there a group for this coming down? Good morning.
Could be afternoon by the time we get.
Well, you know, it is 12 o'clock, yeah. Down here a little bit, we'll get them all in here. Well, Rich, do you just come down with any group that comes along, or what? Huh? Man. Oh, Rich says, hey, that looks like a good group. I'm just going to go with them. All right. Well, we're glad you're here, and this is extremely important. Workplaces welcoming of the talents of all people, including people with disabilities, are a critical part of our efforts to build an inclusive community and a strong community. Employment opportunities and legal rights should be made available to all people, regardless of disability, race, creed, color, national origin, or gender. In this spirit, Corpus Christi is recognizing National Disability Employment Awareness Month this October to raise awareness about disability employment issues and celebrate the many and varied contributions of workers with disabilities. Activities during this month will reinforce the value, the talent, that people with disabilities add to our community and affirm Corpus Christi employers' commitment to hiring individuals with disabilities. Now, therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim October 2018 as National Disability Employment Awareness Month in Corpus Christi, and encourage all citizens to observe this month with appropriate programs and activities to advance its important message that people with disabilities are equal to the task throughout the year. And that's so true. So thank you all for coming and the work you're doing. And who's the spokesperson? You're the lady right there. All right.
Thank you, Mayor McComb and council members, for helping to raise awareness of the value and importance of inclusion in the workplace. The message of the 2018 National Disability Employment Awareness Month campaign. I'm Linda Falwell-Stover, Executive Director for Coastal Bend Center for Independent Living, a local nonprofit with a mission to assist people with disabilities to achieve their goals. I'm joined today with some community partners and some colleagues, HELP, Accessible Housing Resources, Inc., and our interpreter today is Tony Padilla. Employment and all that brings, empowerment, monetary independence, self-determination, is a goal for many people with disabilities and a struggle. United States Department of Labor Bureau of Labor Statistics reports in an economic news release dated June of 2018 that 18.7 people with disabilities were employed. In contrast, the employment ratio for people without disabilities was 65.7%. We have some challenges, folks. In spite of the increased focus on education for people with disabilities, unemployment rates for persons with disabilities were higher than for persons without a disability. Contrast the unemployment rate for persons with a disability at 9.2% compared to those without disability at 4.2%. What can we do? How do we deliver on the 2018 ND message? America's Workforce, Empowering All, the theme. We can all take active steps to consider and hire qualified persons with disabilities in the workplace. Plan for it all year, not just in October. Let's all work together to increase opportunity for people with disabilities to enter the workforce, empowering all. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Let's give them a hand for the work they're doing and they continue to do. And I'll give this proclamation. And we'll gather up, get you a picture here. A charge Ridge, he's going to be in 2 pictures in one day. That's would be an additional charge.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, see, this one, I'm behind. Yes, ma'am.
I'm in it.